What is going on, HK community? I'm your boy HK Felix, right here with another update video for you all on the Target situation. Target has now changed their system to a one item rule when it comes to sports, Pokemon, Magic, and etc. That being said, if you guys like this type of content, give it a like, give it a subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you guys, and let's talk about it. All right, so let's get straight to the goods, my dude. Target has a one item rule in play, and basically this, what you're looking at right now, is a photo of the back office, the back room, the employee room at a Target, the bulletin board there with all of the updated information, etc. They took a photo of it and dropped it on Twitter. So shout out to the people that got to that and let us all know what's actually going on. I'm gonna read through this and break this down as much as I possibly can, but it says, for all stores, updated guest purchases limits effective April 30th. Trading card guest purchases limits change from 3 of the same item per guest to 1 item only per guest per day across MLB, which is baseball, NBA, which is basketball, NFL, which is football, and Pokemon immediately. So this came in effective as, they want it to be effective as April 30th. I'm gonna break this down as much as I possibly can, and we're gonna talk about it. Let us know what you guys think in the comment section. It goes on to say, print and post the attached purchase limit coming soon sign near the trading cards to let guests know that the new purchase limit will come into effect basically April 30th. So what they're saying here is that they want the people to know what's going on. So print it out, post it up there around the card section, and let the people see that it's gonna take effect in April 30th immediately, etc. So the next part says, inform guests that effective April 30th, they are not allowed to spend the night in line and will not enter into the virtual line if they do. So basically, people that spend the night, kind of like they camp the store out, they're gonna sleep in the parking lot. I've seen people sleep in shopping carts, their car. I mean, literally camp right in front of the store with a little tent or a chair. I've seen that. So if you're doing that, you're not gonna be able to get into the virtual line, because the virtual line is how they do it. If you didn't see the last video, click the little eye there. The virtual line is basically how they're doing it, but they're adding all of these extra rules on the table and in play. So it goes on to say, share updated purchase limits with guest advocates, AP, TMS, tech consultants, and all ETLs and TLs. So that's basically like all of the staff members in the stores. They're saying, hey, let them all know what's going on. They all have like a, abbreviation for whatever department they're in. So that's why they break it down to that standard here in this little message. So we have some questions. People have been asking questions. Here are some of the top questions that I am assuming they're getting. The most frequent questions is what they normally would call it. So the first question says, can I come back at a later time today to purchase more trading cards? No, our purchase limits are 1 per guest per day. So that basically means you're only able to buy, if you're buying it at, I'm not too sure the way it could work. Let's say the algorithm, people are gonna break this down to the bare bone minimum. Let's say the algorithm literally is, if you scanned your item at 9 o'clock and completed that purchase at the register at 9 o'clock, then most likely 24 hours later, you're able to purchase again. Test it. I don't know. Let me know in the comment section if you actually do test that out. Because again, like I said, people are gonna figure out ways to try and get more cards. That's all that's gonna happen. You're gonna now probably have people at Targets begging other customers, harassing other customers, and that I think as well as what, soliciting or something like that, or I'm not too sure, but they're gonna be asking other customers, hey, can you buy me some Pokemon cards because I can only get one. They'll even offer, hey, can you go grab that sports box right there for me. I'll give you 20, 50 extra bucks, because they're flipping them and they're reselling them for 3 times as much as they normally go for. I mean, I know what's going on out here in the streets. We all do. It's no secret. So the next question coming up is, why are we not allowed to line up early, morning, or overnight? The answer they are giving us, my dudes, is they're basically saying staying overnight as a guest, safety concerns. So further guidance, leaders and APTMs should follow and escalate modeled if guests attempt to line up overnight. So basically they're basically saying, and what I'm interpreting from this, and again guys, this is all my interpretation, doesn't mean this is actually absolutely 100% on. It's just my opinion and what I'm expressing from what I'm reading, the same way you guys are reading it as well, but we all have our own interpretation. And if you feel like, hey, I might be going off track the wrong direction, please let me know. Like, honestly, this is what it's all about, right guys? But it basically saying to me here is that if you do see, you know, staying as a customer, being in their parking lot, I'm not in their store, I'm in the parking lot, that's still, you're still a customer because you're ready to shop with them when your product is available. So what that means is that they don't want to be liable if you get shot in the parking lot, or a fight breaks out, or something happens, you just pass out and die, or something of that sort, God forbid. But we're just using examples here as well. You know, something happened to you in their parking lot or sleeping in front of their store, you're considered a guest and they are liable for that. Lawsuits and things of that sort can go further. So they want employees to take, you know, to step up to the plate and make an example of people, sort of like make an example. So like, let's say that one dude does say, you know, I don't care what they're saying, I'm gonna sleep in the parking lot anyways. What's gonna happen is that an employee that works there knows this because they read this, right? They're gonna see this and say, hey, there's someone sleeping in the parking lot for product the next following day. We know they're not an employee here, and they're probably gonna call the police or have security come out and tell you to leave with the warning. And then from there, they're gonna call the police, and then you're considered trespassing. And that is something that could go on your record. Maybe a misdemeanor, but it is something. Let's move forward, guys. All right, so those are the main 2 questions that it seems like they have asked and answered. From there, we will go on. It says, number 1, inform. So they want to inform us. Ensure guests are aware of our stance and remind them that they will not be eligible for the event if they line up overnight. So again, inform us. Let us know this is what's happening. And if you do, then hey, you're not going to be able to purchase anything. They're not going to sell you anything. You most likely will get kicked off the premises, etc. and so on. 2, warn them. If guests have been informed but remain on the property for 30 minutes or more afterwards, they should be informed and warned that if they remain on the property, it should be considered trespassing. And I just said that a second ago, right? Exactly. So there we go there. Next step is what they're saying. Partnership. If guests still remain on the property 30 minutes after being warned, store should partner with, they should hit their APBP and DSD to determine the next steps, and if law enforcement engaged is required. So most likely, like they probably have like security in the parking lot. The store may have security, and then from there they're gonna reach out to their local law enforcement. It's most likely is what they're saying here. I don't know the abbreviation for the APVP and the DSD, but with that being said, we are left with this very last question. Felix, how did your experience with Target today go for you? Honestly, I'll tell you this much. I got in there at the typical time, 10 minutes before 8, and I went in there, I grabbed my 1 sports pack, and then I just went to see how everything else was going. Some of the guys that already had grabbed their 1 sports pack were now waiting in the parking lot, you know, asking other customers, hey, do you want to go ahead and grab me some sports cards? Gave them an extra 20 just for grabbing a pack for them. Just like I said, it was 100% exactly what I imagined. There's guys like probably right now literally waiting, and I went in there this morning, it's like 7 at night now, waiting to get more sports cards for someone to come over, or a friend. They hit up everyone on their contact list. It's absolutely pandemonium. But yeah, guys, I mean, this is where we are with it right now. Basically, these are the rules. Get with program or get over it and find another hobby or another place to buy your cards. This is just my experience with Target, my dudes. It was great coverage. Me personally, a great experience, and hopefully it helps one of you guys out there yourself. I'm your boy HK Felix. Please let me know your thoughts in the comment section. Give the video a like, give it a share, subscribe to the channel, and again, if you guys like this type of content, feel free to check out some of our other videos. I'm your boy HK Felix. Stay safe, be positive, and I'm out. My boy.